Hello, my name is Gary Schonfeldt, and my son is Brian Schonfeldt, and he's been at the Center for Neuro Skills roughly about 20 years or so.
I'm Nancy Schonfeldt, the mother of Brian Schonfeldt, a delight in our life. We've been on a tough road and very glad that we arrived at CNS when we did, when we needed help so badly. He needed it and we were so concerned. There were many great people who helped us, but not to the level that the expertise at CNS. It's overwhelming, the amount of trust we have in CNS and everyone working there. Good people, smart people, very smart people. And the types of things that they keep putting in place are just what they need to do. It's incredible.
He at one time was back at school, and him and his friend decided to cross the Highway 101. He ran across and he was hit by a semi-truck, and he had a backpack on, and that saved his life. He was hurtled in the air roughly about 30 feet, and he landed. When the police arrived, they didn't even do a complete report because they felt he was going to die in the hospital. He was flaccid and without any movement or any reflections. Brian ended up having a major traumatic brain injury from being hit by the truck. He was in a coma for a good period of time. He wasn't able to talk, walk. He had no virtual movement. And when he came out of the coma, he was finally moved to another level of care in Santa Barbara called Solutions. And they did their best with him, but he was still pretty damaged. Brian first arrived at the Center for Neuro Skills. He had a lot of physical and mental deficits. He had trouble with articulation. He had an anger issue. His mobility was limited, and he just was not able to connect all the dots. And one of the things that helped us make our decision, and what we found to be true, that made it above the quality of other places, was its organization and structure. The amount of coordination was extremely positive. Brian flourished and became better and better as time progressed because of the continuity. Important to mention is the staffing at the Center for Neuro Skills. They're outstanding people. They're trained. They're kept informed. And the Center for Neuro Skills retains staff, which is really an important feature for a brain-injured patient. They need continuity. They just need the consistent daily pattern that they can do well in trying to remember.
One of the things that is added to this program is that we have regular meetings on site. Sometimes we have them on Zoom, but on site. And Tri-Counties is involved some of the time, but it's with all of the therapists come in and talk with us individually. They kind of keep us going with information at those meetings, but also they send us about a 6-page report that Yolanda coordinates, that's done monthly for the parents to see how they're doing in each therapy he's in, and other information about activities he's in, so that we really have a total grasp of and they want our input. That's another important thing that's probably unique, is that they want our input. Counseling has been essential for Brian, along with the behavior management program. He has counseling where he interacts with his therapist, and then he interacts, if he's in a group, he interacts with them. He becomes much more aware of himself and how he fits into how things are going in his life if they aren't going very well. The other thing that has helped a lot is that he has a notebook that he has tracked 24 hours a day. And when he's here, we write in it, and when he's there, the staff monitors it, the therapists do, mostly the staff. And it's all categories, and it's set up for Brian for his behaviors that he struggles with. So it's very pinpointed. It's not like, oh, here's a behavior plan. He's very proud of his progress. Brian will say, I did this on the bike today. I walked this far today. And yeah, he's very, and I did so-and-so in speech today. And now I can use my left arm much better because she's having me do this, which is true. He is still recovering. So he's very proud of himself. He's also been in the enrichment center, which he liked too, and that's still something that he enjoys. They do crafts, they do current events, they do exercise, they go places, and so they make them have pride in themselves that they're doing things other people are doing. CNS's program is a total program. It's not, we haven't seen anything like it, and it's grown into this amazing place that deals with all aspects, and there's aspects we don't even need, but it's there if you needed it.
I think what both my wife and I have discovered is that the center provides hope. It provides a place that will allow our son to find a dignified life where he can have a modicum of a life where he can meet people, go places, and do things. That gives us a great relief, knowing that that asset is available for him. It allows for us to cope with our loss, but at the same time, we see great possibilities in his future.